finish our little tutorial. We've done quite a bit of work here in terms of putting some B-roll on top of the main audio. Again, B-roll is simply your, the footage that you put, again, on top of your main audio track. So I think we're pretty well set to go here, but we do have some issues with maybe some of the mixing with some of the sound clips. And right there I can hear the natural sound is maybe a little bit louder than perhaps I would like it to be. So I'm going to have to go down here to the sound side of the game here and click on this particular clip that seems to be giving me some trouble, and it activates it up here in the preview window. So I'll just go to Effect Controls again for volume and then level, and then pull this down. And I'll start setting some keyframes in here just so I can get this down. I wish I didn't have to do all this in another editor essentially, but that's the way Premiere 7 seems to want to do it. So that's what we have. Those are the cards we've been dealt. So here we go. And I'm going to go ahead and set another keyframe and yet another keyframe so I can get a pretty decent mix down here of this. And I'll do another one right here just for grins. Okay. And then we'll slide over here and we'll pull this down a little bit. I don't like this other one that's just kind of hanging out there. I'll slide it back over here and bring these other ones down too. Just so the whole mix isn't quite so vociferous, I guess, for the lack of a better term. Okay, let's see if we can get a couple more keyframes in here right on the end of these, which is where we need to pull these down. Alright, so it's coming. And we'll do the same thing at the other end. And we'll set one more keyframe there. And that should do it. That should take care of it.
We're pursuing a 2-year degree for surgical technician.
You want natural sound there, but you want it to be dominant.
Or associate's degree programs offered in the clinical sciences.
And there again, there's another one where it probably needs a little tweaking, so I'm going to snag that one. I'll select it, go up here under Effect Controls, and try to adjust my volume there for that particular clip. It doesn't look like I've done any work on this clip yet, so, and it does need a little work. So let's go in there and we'll tweak it. Put another keyframe in here, and I'll put another one, and yet another one here. We'll just back it up just a skosh, and there we go. I'll put one last little level. I know this gets a little tedious here. And I'll open this up again so I can slide this down and take a look at my keyframes. And again, I'm just going to pull these down and really lower the audio level quite a bit, because otherwise it's going to kind of want to drown me out when I this looks like we're going to have to set another keyframe back over here. For whatever reason, I'm not sure why it needs another one, but there we go. Alright, now that should sound a lot quieter.
Offered in the clinical sciences department at
There.
NMU.
That's about right.
According to department head Linda Repe, such highly specialized programs can be a fast track to employment.
You will get a job.
Okay.
Our placement rate in employment
So far so good. We're almost home free
is
here.
approximately 99% across the board throughout all of our programs.
As you can see, there's a lot of clips in different areas now. My timeline's not real clean, but it's getting the job done.
After completing Northern's program, I'm very confident that I would find a job because the program here is excellent and they really prepare you for going out into the job field.
The Department of Clinical Sciences offers certificates or associate degrees in other areas like respiratory therapy and radiology. Reporting from Marquette for Public Eye News, I'm Dwight Brady.
Okay, so it looks like my timeline's pretty well completed. I'm going to get a little remnant there, because sometimes I use this part beyond where my package is going to end. I kind of use this as a scratch pad just to drag clips out there and shorten them and mess with them a little bit. So that's another tip too, that everybody does this differently, and I just try to do it as fast as I can, so that little scratch pad area there works pretty well for me. All right, so looks like I've got everything, all my ducks in a row here on the timeline. And let's see what we can do now. What we would do if we like it, we're happy with it, you can just, again, play through it as many times as you want right here on the timeline and listen to it and get your audio levels mixed, because that's going to be one of the main things that you're going to have to contend with here in Premiere. The audio mixing is a little bit more tedious than perhaps it would be in Final Cut or even the old version of Premiere, but again, it's what we have to work with. So when I'm happy with it and when I want to export it and get this ready to go up to YouTube, just go to File, Export, and it's going to export everything on your timeline. So Export Media, and then that'll open up some more windows here, and I want to export this in the format of H.264. That's a good streaming format. It really compresses the video but retains the quality. And as far as where I want to save it, I'll just click on this little golden area right here, and that'll automatically pop up some folders here that I could choose from, or even go back to other directories. So, but I'll go ahead and just save it here in BC200, and I'll be able to change my name here. We'll call it the Clinical Sci package. All right, and we'll go ahead and just save it and see what happens. So that's where we're gonna save it, and we'll check a couple other things here. It looks like, yeah, we're gonna export audio and video, and then we're all happy with it. We just hit export, and away it goes. So it'll take maybe a minute or so to get through all of this. And when that's done, we'll take it and be able to find it again. The movie file that we're creating right now, this H.264 file, we'll be able to find it there in the BC200 folder and upload it to YouTube. So I'll show you how to handle YouTube in class. It might be easier. And in the meantime, though, you might want to go ahead and get your YouTube accounts all set up. It's really easy once you get to YouTube, and you just click upload, and then it asks you to go find a file. And if you've been really good about paying attention to where you saved your movie or your exported file here from Premiere, you should be able to grab it, and click on it, and it'll upload real easily for you, and you'll have your YouTube address. So you can send that along with your script to me, so I can look at both your script and your video on YouTube. So hopefully this has been helpful to get you kind of started on this. And I think we covered quite a bit of ground, and we'll take a look at the entire piece here that we've done in class together here. So anyway, hope this has been of some help, and we'll just go ahead and let this export on out, and we'll be pretty much wrapped up with this good old clinical science piece in just a few seconds. Alright, and there it is. Okay, so that's all there is to it, and now I can go find that again if I wanted to open that file, or again locate it from YouTube. That file is residing in. Now, actually, it's making a liar out of me. I want to find that file, but it wants me to open something else. So. Well, anyway, I can certainly go find it here from computer, and again, I'll just have to look under users, and this is the same way I would find it if I was trying to find it for YouTube. And just go back and give it a look, and here it is right here, Clinical Sciences MPEG-4. That's our H.264 compression, and it's going to look really good when we put it up on YouTube. So that's what you would want to do, that is save it somewhere where you can get a look at it. Okay, I'm not sure why this has happened. There we go. This is my package right here.
But it's a classroom where students at Northern Michigan University are pursuing a 2-year degree for surgical technician. The Surg Tech degree is one of 5 certificate or associate's degree programs offered in the Clinical Sciences Department at NMU. According to Department Head Linda Repe, such highly specialized programs can be a fast track to employment.
You will get a job. Our placement rate in employment is approximately 99% across the board throughout all of our programs. You will be employed.
Freshman Ruth Harmala is seeking an associate's degree in clinical lab sciences.
After completing Northern's program, I'm very confident that I would find a job because the program here is excellent and they really prepare you for going out into the job field.
The Department of Clinical Sciences offers certificates or associate degrees in other areas like respiratory therapy and radiology. Reporting from Marquette for Public Eye News, I'm Dwight Brady.
Okay, so that's it. That's our story. It's not the greatest news piece that's ever been done, but it does get the job done in telling us a story and utilizing some of the things that we've been talking about in class. So again, I hope this has been helpful to you, and we'll see you again.